Gone are the days of heavy-duty trucks getting little more than a graphics package and, if you're lucky, a skid plate, for their supposed off-road trims. Once thought of as purely instruments of work, these beasts are becoming recreational favorites, able to haul big loads and tackle trails. They're quite useful in addition to being bigger and badder than their half-ton counterparts. Manufacturers have taken notice, and for the first time, every heavy-duty pickup is offered with a dedicated off-road package. To see which one is best, we gathered up a 2023 Ford F-250 Super Duty Tremor, 2024 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD ZR2, and a 2023 Ram Rebel HD and ran the diesel-powered trio through our gauntlet of performance testing, highway driving, towing, hauling, and of course off-roading. Ram's Power Wagon is the gold standard of heavy-duty off-roaders and has been since its return in 2005, but the truck has always lived in a niche of its own. Lacking a diesel engine option but with a locking front differential, disconnecting stabilizer bar, and 12,000-pound worn winch included, the Power Wagon is focused on getting itself deep into the backcountry, not hauling toys. And it shows in the truck's half-ton like towing and payload figures. The real transformation from pure work or all play to an amalgamation of both began when Ford introduced the Tremor off-road package on the Super Duty back in 2019. The 2023 iteration of the package includes Tremor-branded twin-tube shock absorbers, progressive rate front coil springs that provide 2.0 inches of lift, and stiffer F-350 sourced rear leaf springs on all models. Large 285/75 are 18 Goodyear Wrangler Dura track tires measuring 35 inches in diameter and just over 11 inches wide are mounted on unique 18-inch aluminum wheels. Other features include heavy-duty, Raptor-inspired running boards, skid plates, an electronic locking rear differential, and a limited slip front differential. Trail Turn Assist, which helps the long wheelbase truck make tighter turns by engaging the brake on just the inside rear tire, is also included. Ford's off-road specific drive modes round out the package. After battling enthusiast cries for a Cummins Power Wagon for decades, Ram introduced its Rebel HD for the 2023 model year. Ram's supersized Rebel offers the same basic temperament as its smaller Rebel, which made its debut on the Ram 1500 in 2016 and is fitted with Bilstein monotube shocks, progressive rate coil springs, and a class-exclusive 5-link rear suspension. Ram's adjustable rear air suspension is also available on the Rebel HD. Traction is aided by an electronic locking rear differential and 285/60 or 20 Goodyear Dura track tires, which measure out to about 33.5 inches tall and 11.2 inches wide. Skid plates protect the transfer case and fuel tank. A unique grille, graphics, and badging differentiate the Rebel from the rest of the lineup. The newest of the bunch is Chevy's Silverado HD ZR2, which arrives for the 2024 model year. Like the Colorado ZR2 and Silverado ZR2 that came before, the Silverado HD ZR2 is anchored by its Multimatic DSSV dampers. The truck's suspension also receives a 1.5-inch lift along with unique front control arms and steering knuckles and the largest tires available in the class, with 305/70 or 18 Goodyear Wrangler Territory mount tires that measure out to 35.0 inches in diameter and 12.0 inches wide. An electronic locking rear differential, unique off-road drive modes, an underbody skid plate package, and ZR2 badging finish things off. Off-road performance isn't the only thing these trucks are good at, but it's among the most important. Right out of the gate, the Ram Rebel HD is at a disadvantage due to its smallest of the bunch 33-inch tire size. Despite this, the Ram maintains the best breakover angle of the trio, 23.9 degrees, thanks to its high minimum ground clearance of 13.1 inches and shorter wheelbase. Chevy's Silverado HD ZR2 offers the best approach angle at a whopping 32.5 degrees thanks to the truck's high clearance front air dam and lifted ride height. Ford's Super Duty Tremor offers the least amount of ground clearance at just 10.5 inches and the lowest departure angle at 22.2 degrees. While the truck's underbelly cleared most obstacles easily, we found ourselves frequently tapping the ground with the truck's hitch receiver. None of the trucks struggled when it came to climbing hills or traversing rocks, though some made it easier than others. Even though all the trucks have an electronic locking rear differential, the Rebel HD would only allow its use while in low range. Ford's Tremor is the only heavy-duty pickup to offer a limited slip front differential. And while both Ford and Chevy offer off-road drive modes, we found the Ram to be lacking. One key differentiator among these trucks? Suspension damping. Ford's basic twin-tube shocks are the quickest to check out as speeds increase, or the bumps get bigger, or both, allowing the front suspension to cycle quickly through all its available travel, resulting in violent full compression events. The rear end isn't immune, either, as the axle forcefully hops and bounces under acceleration on both rough roads and soft terrain. The slower the speeds, the happier the Super Duty is. Ram's Rebel HD proves better on rough roads thanks to its Bilstein monotube dampers and 5-link rear suspension. The Cummins-powered truck still suffers at the front end, however, due to the nearly 1,100 pounds of engine weight suspended over the axle. Unsurprisingly, the Silverado HD ZR2, which is equipped with an independent front suspension and Multimatic DSSV dampers, offers the most compliant ride over rough terrain. Moderate humps and bumps are dispatched with ease, and the truck rarely gets hard into the jounce bumpers. That said, if you dip a bit too far into the skinny pedal, the truck will remind you in a hurry that it's heavy duty. Tipping the scales at more than 4 tons, these workhorses hold back any expectation of barn-burning speed. But then you drive them, and with sports car horsepower and torque figures cracking quadruple digits, it might be time to rethink that notion. Ram's Rebel HD is the least powerful of the trio, its 6.7-liter Cummins i6 diesel engine producing 370 horsepower and 850 pounds-to-foot of torque. Backed by a 6-speed 68 RFE automatic transmission, this standard output diesel pushes the Rebel HD to 60 miles per hour in an unimpressive 8.1 seconds. Fitting the more powerful 420 horsepower, 1,075 pounds-to-foot high output Cummins would likely knock a full second off its time, but alas, Ram only offers that mill in 3,500 series trucks, which can't be had as a Rebel. The transmission's 6 forward ratios are also quite the hindrance considering the engine tops out at just 3,600 revolutions per minute. The Silverado HD ZR2 knocks 1.5 seconds off the Ram's time, running from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a fitting 6.6 seconds. Its latest generation 6.6-liter L5P Duramax diesel V8 churns out 470 horsepower with 975 pounds-to-foot of torque, which is routed through an Allison 10L 1010-speed automatic transmission. Within striking distance of the more powerful Ford, the Silverado HD ZR2 is the heaviest of the group at 8,266 pounds and includes the tallest axle gearing at 3.42 to 1. Had Chevy matched the 3.73 to 1 axle ratio of Ford and Ram or shed the 268 pounds needed to match the Super Duty's weight, the HD ZR2 would likely outrun all the competition. Unsurprisingly, the Ford F-250 Super Duty Tremor, optioned with the company's new high-output 6.7-liter power-stroke diesel engine, is the quickest of all. Its V8's 500 horsepower and 1,200 pounds-to-foot of torque punt the Tremor from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in just 6.3 seconds. The truck runs through the quarter-mile in decent time, as well, breaking the beams in just 14.8 seconds at 95.4 miles per hour. From behind the wheel, it's quite deceptive how quick the truck is because of its sheer size. Shift speed from the 10-speed Torque Shift 10 R140 transmission appears to be the only thing holding it back from banging out even quicker times. Braking is a similarly uneventful affair, with all three reining in their unladen heft from 60 miles per hour in decent enough order. Surprisingly, the Super Duty fares the worst, needing 154 feet to stop from 60 miles per hour. Ram's Rebel HD stops in 140 feet, while the Silverado HD ZR2 requires 139 feet. However, none of the three offers a particularly pleasant pedal sensation. All three have pedals with a long stroke and a spongy feel. Despite being the best braker, the Silverado HD ZR2 suffers from a brake pedal that pushes nearly to the floor under max effort. Those looking for a solid mix of utility and off-road performance will be happy to know that the current class of HD off-roaders does a decent job of combining the two. Ram's Cummins-powered Rebel HD trails the pack with a maximum towing capacity of 14,920 pounds and payload of 1,540 pounds. Chevy's Silverado ZR2 tows up to 18,500 pounds and can handle 3,084 pounds of payload with the Duramax diesel engine. And the Ford F-250 Super Duty Tremor with a high-output power stroke tops the trio with a max towing capacity of 22,000 pounds, but it trails the Silverado slightly with 3,102 pounds of available payload. Towing drops somewhat for Ford and Chevy when fitted with their gas engine options but increases on the Rebel HD. Unsurprisingly, none of the truck struggles when hitched up to an 8,500-pound, 38-foot travel trailer. For on-ramp acceleration and passing performance, the more powerful Ford Super Duty holds the edge over the other two, with the Silverado HD ZR2 notching close behind. Acceleration isn't everything, however. Looking at ride comfort with a trailer, the Silverado HD ZR2 tops the competition, thanks to its independent front suspension and Multimatic dampers. However, Ram's Rebel HD and its multi-link rear suspension and Bilstein shocks proves a close second, while the Tremor suspension magnifies road imperfections, making towing across broken pavement almost unbearable in most situations, which is too bad, because the Super Duty outpaces the competition in the towing tech realm. The Tremor's tow technology package, which includes the onboard scales function with smart hitch, blind spot information system with trailer coverage, Pro Trailer Hitch Assist, and Pro Trailer Backup Assist, is unmatched. The Ram Rebel HD's tow technology group, which includes blind spot monitoring with trailer detection, a center stop lamp with cargo view camera, a surround view camera system, and the company's trailer reverse guidance system, is decent. Chevy trails the group. Instead of focusing on automation, the company provides a robust suite of camera angles, including the impressive transparent trailer view along with detailed trailering guides and checklists on a dedicated trailering screen. If you're fortunate enough to find one of these trucks available on a dealer's lot, grab it. Otherwise, it can prove quite confusing working through the different configurators. Chevy makes things the simplest with its Silverado HD ZR2, which is a standalone trim situated right below the range-topping high country. As such, it includes nearly everything as standard, and its interior is properly upscale and is on par with the luxurious high country. The two notable option groups include the $1,775 technology package, head-up display, rear-view camera mirror, and adaptive cruise control, and the $9,135 E-Bison package, additional skid plates, stamped steel bumpers, unique wheels, and E-branding. Ram's Rebel HD is also a trim level, though positioned in the middle of the trim walk, just below Power Wagon. The base Rebel HD is a fairly Spartan truck, with almost no options, vinyl floors, and a front bench seat. From there you can select either the Level 1 equipment group, $4,410, or Level 2 equipment group, $7,110, each of which adds or changes more than 50 items on the truck and brings increasing levels of luxury and technology. In addition, Ram offers its safety group, $2,140, towing technology group, $2,095, and bed utility group, $845. A Warn recovery winch is available for $2,500, but not when optioned with the Cummins engine. Ford takes a different approach with its Super Duty Tremor. Instead of being a trim, Tremor is a package that can be added to most Super Duties, with the exception of the base XL and Top Tier Limited, in F-250 and F-350 guises. The Tremor package costs $4,345. Our test truck had a $570 discount for pairing Tremor with the high-output Power Stroke engine, and includes all the off-road hardware. A 12,000-pound Warn winch is available for all trucks with the Tremor package, both gas and diesel, for $3,855. One trait that is shared between the trio is each is only offered in the crew cab, standard bed configuration. Those wishing for more bed and less cab are sadly going to have to keep waiting. With the dust settled, there is one beefy heavy-duty off-road truck standing alone at the top of the mountain. While all are capable in their own rights, it's Chevy's 2024 Silverado HD ZR2 that gets the nod here. It is quiet and comfortable yet hugely capable on the road and off it. The Duramax diesel engine is powerful, and the truck tows and hauls with the best of them. Ride quality from the Muttlimatic dampers is second to none, and the truck's suite of off-road hardware makes it virtually unstoppable.